guys, how's it going? Flat Earth Sage, back with another video. Today I wanted to do a different kind of video, something I wanted to talk about for a while now, but I guess just been waiting until the right moment to really be able to talk about it. And that thing today is medicinal tinctures and medicinal teas. Medicinal herbal tinctures and medicinal herbal teas. First off, let me just start off by saying the most effective way to treat any disease is through prayer. However, what I like to do is combine prayer with the use of herbs. These herbs have wonderful healing properties to them. They all heal a different part of the body. Some will heal every single part of the body. Will help to heal every single part of the body. So the ones that help to heal every single part of the body, those are known as Chinese tonic herbs. And in order to be considered a tonic herb, the herb has to heal multiple parts of the body. I think at least more than 3, and it's considered a tonic herb. I have yet to get my hands on any of these herbs, mostly because the place that I live, they don't really have a lot of shops like that. They don't have a lot of herb shops or anything like that around there. The only herb shop around where I live that I was able to find, believe it or not, and I know I might get some criticism for this, for sure, but the only herb shop that I found in the city that I live was a metaphysical store. And a metaphysical store, first off, for those of you who don't know what a metaphysical store is, a metaphysical store is, for lack of a better term, a divination shop or a witchcraft shop. Of course, I was not interested in spells or any of that stuff. I just came there for herbs. And I thought it was funny. They had the herbs tucked away in one corner, surrounded by all this satanic witchcraft shit. And I'm just looking around like, oh, this is really uncomfortable in here. And the dude there was rude too. Like, I had my 2 bags of herbs, only got 2 bags of herbs, sitting there waiting for the guy to check me out. And he's like, I don't mean to be rude, sir, but can you go up front with that? I'm like, okay. You're more interested in talking to someone than making a sale? Alright. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. So it was a really weird environment. I'm probably never going back there again. But they did have quite a selection of herbs. And the 2 that I got were yarrow and St. John's wort. Now, St. John's wort is by far one of my favorite herbs, and I'll tell you why that is. I'll tell you why it's my favorite herb. St. John's wort is my favorite herb because it's super effective in treating depression. Super effective. In fact, there have been numerous studies done on St. John's wort, and most of the studies came back showing that St. John's wort can actually be even more effective than over-the-counter drugs, which is amazing. It is and as someone who's been using it for a while, or for at least I haven't really been using it too long, only about a few weeks, probably about 3 or 4 weeks, but in that amount of time, man, has that helped me a lot. Because I, like a lot of people, suffer from depression. And when you're on, what I basically do is I make a medicinal tea out of it. I make it into a tea. I let the tea steep with the herbs inside it for about 15 minutes. Strain it and drink it. I gotta tell you, it's really hard to be depressed when you're on some of that stuff. So that helps with depression. Yarrow is another one of my favorite. Yarrow has been used by the Native Americans for forever, pretty much. There's a couple things. It was used as a substitute for tobacco. This isn't really a medicinal thing, but it's an interesting fact. It was used as a substitute in certain tribes for tobacco. They would just dry it up, crush it up, dry it up, pack it into a pipe, and smoke it. I did try that just to see, because I was curious. I would not recommend that to anybody. That was pretty bad. But also, it makes a super, 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 super strong tea. Anybody that suffers migraines and headaches and stuff like that, I would strongly recommend a yarrow tea. I gave my roommate, he was having a really bad migraine. He asked me if I had anything for headaches. I looked around and looked at some of my books and stuff like that, to cross-reference some things, and I stumbled across yarrow, and I was like, oh, okay, I got yarrow, why not? I made him a tea. I made it a little bit strong because it sounded like he was having his migraine was really killing him, so I made it I gave him an extra strength yarrow tea, and in about less than an hour he was fine. So that's a good one too. Also, another good one that I just recently tried is oregano tea. A lot of people are into the oregano oils. Same principle. There's two ways of extracting the properties of the herb. First one is, check this real